One king gave away so much gold. He accidentally crashed an economy on the other side of the world. In 1324, a king walked across the Sahara with so much gold that he broke an economy. Mansa Musa of Mali gave away wealth so freely in Cairo that the price of gold collapsed for over a decade. His empire stretched from the Atlantic coast to the salt mines of the desert, richer, by some measures, than any kingdom on earth. 300 years later, that empire was gone, not conquered in a single battle, not erased in a single year. It simply came apart. This is the story of how an empire built on gold, faith, and trade unraveled, thread by thread. Mansa Musa died around 1337. He left behind the wealthiest empire West Africa had ever known, and no clear system for what came next. Mali's throne passed through sons, brothers, and rivals, each reign shorter and shakier than the last. Where Musa had ruled through alliance and prestige, his successors increasingly ruled through force, and force is expensive. Provinces that once paid tribute out of loyalty began to ask a harder question: what do we get in return? Empires don't usually fall. They get out-administered. Mali had never been one nation. It was a constellation, dozens of vassal kingdoms and trading cities held together by the Mansa's authority. That authority depended on two things: military strength and control of the gold-salt trade routes that made the empire rich. By the early 1400s, both were slipping. To the south, the Mossi kingdoms launched repeated raids into Mali's heartland, striking at the very trade towns the empire relied on. Mali's armies, stretched thin across a vast territory, struggled to respond fast enough, enforce enough, often enough. In 1433, the Tuareg seized Timbuktu itself, one of Mali's crown jewels, a center of scholarship and trade. The empire's grip on the Niger Bend, the artery of its wealth, was broken. Under King Sunni Ali in the 1460s and 70s, Songhai didn't just break free of Mali's orbit. It eclipsed it entirely, seizing Timbuktu, Jinn, and the trade routes that had once fed Mali's treasury. The student had become the master. Mali was a shadow of its former self. Here is what surprises most people. Mali didn't disappear. It simply shrank, retreating to its original heartland near Niani, becoming a regional kingdom rather than an empire. Its rulers still held the old royal title of Mansa. They still claimed descent from Sundiata, the empire's legendary founder. But their reach now extended for miles, not continents. Even the foundation of Mali's old wealth was shifting. As Portuguese traders began establishing posts along the Atlantic coast in the 1400s and 1500s, a new trade geography emerged, one that increasingly bypassed the trans-Saharan caravan routes Mali had been built on. The roads that once made Mali rich were no longer the only roads that mattered. Mali endured this way for generations. A fated kingdom, not a fallen one, fighting off raids from the Mossi, Fulani, and others, occasionally exerting old influence, but never reclaiming its former power. By the early 1600s, even that diminished kingdom was crumbling. Internal succession disputes splintered what remained of royal authority. Surrounding states, Songhai's successors, the Bamana, the Fulani, picked at what was left. Some traditions hold that the old Mali capital was finally abandoned or destroyed sometime in the mid to late 1600s, though exact dates remain debated among historians. There was no final battle to mark Mali's end. No single villain, no single year you can point to and say, this is when it died. It was a centuries-long exhale, succession crises, breakaway vassals, rising rivals, and shifting trade winds, each loosening the empire's grip a little more, and yet Mali never truly vanished. Its name survives in a modern nation. Its legends survive in the epic of Sundiata, still recited by griots today. Its mosques and manuscripts still stand in Timbuktu and Jinn. Empires fall, but the cultures that built them have a way of outlasting the thrones. Mali's gold built West Africa's first superpower. Its decline reminds us that no empire, however wealthy, survives on wealth alone.
Thanks for watching. Subscribe for more.